Alright, welcome back to 2K15 Universe. I'm Jitch, and this is Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 308 pounds, the European champion, Kevin Nash.
Is there a shingle shot of Kevin Nash actually doing anything in his video, or is it just like moving shots of him in a dark room? I kind of want to see. Show his Tron some more. I want to see. I think he's just. I think it's just, yeah. It's just his face with light shining on it. We're not in the era yet where they stopped doing Titantron, so obviously his is a retro one. I'm pretty sure the reason for that is because obviously they didn't want to show any footage of him wrestling with people who weren't in the game.
And approaching the ring from Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing 400 pounds, Bigelow. Listen to that reaction.
Bam! Bam! Remember that theme? Remember how much that sucked? I haven't seen Batman in WCW yet. I hope he gets treated better in WCW than he did in the WWF. I mean, to be fair, they treated him pretty good in the WWF, right? They let him main event WrestleMania against a celebrity. People might think that's a bad thing, but that's, you know, they had faith in him enough to do that. I'm pretty sure the Click are the reason that his push died, unfortunately, as tends to be the case in the era that I've been watching. Oh, wow, I missed the spacebar like 4 times there. Okay, so here we go. So this is Bam Bam Bigelow's first match here, and he's one of those very, very rare instances where he just completely bypassed being on NXT, because that's just the way the roster's balanced out, frankly. Also, to the one guy that just commented on an episode of SmackDown, so the episode right before this, Santino's not a legend, he's a pedo supporter, and I'm not a fan. Bro thinks Marty Scurll deserves another chance. Bro can get fucked. I never liked Santino anyway. I liked him in like 2007. I liked the Honka meter. I think it was around about the time they introduced Santina. Around about that time, that's when the comedy went from funny to cringe, and then he just kind of fizzled out on that. Just the epitome of PG era comedy, and oh god, it's rough. It's rough. It's like 2009 DX rough. It's bad. So no Santino ever. He had his run as a jobber back in whatever season that was. He's in big trouble. Ooh. So this is what, the second to last Raw before Payback, and of course at Payback you can look forward to such matches as Sheamus challenging Randy Orton for the United States Championship. It's looking a lot like the Usos may end up getting a shot at the tag team titles just because no one else is in line for them right now, even though the Usos have lost to the Brothers of Destruction at every given possibility. And right now it seems like Edge is very caught up, with Triple H and CM Punk tonight. A non-title match between Edge and Triple H might put Triple H in contention. Jackknife into the cover. European champion Kevin Nash with another successful victory. That's what a victory is, by the way. A victory is successful. You can't have an unsuccessful victory. I guess you could if you won by DQ, actually. But you know what? Short, sweet, to the point, and unfortunately an example of why sometimes it's best not to bypass NXT. Obviously, this man could be due a European Championship defense next Sunday at Payback, but the way things are going, I don't think he's too afraid of that possibility as we move on.
33 pounds, Finlay.
I like the way Finlay very delicately tells him to suck it on this way. What is that hair in his video? Oh my god. Show that again. What was that hair he had? Oh man, I haven't gotten to the point in WCW where Finlay's around. I'm almost in 96 now. I've got like a month left to watch. I've been trying to kind of binge it so I can finish up the year I've been on for so long, but it's meant like putting this series in the back burner because there's only so much wrestling I can do in a day.
And approaching the ring from Hollywood, California, weighing 302 pounds, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is back in action. We've not seen this guy since WrestleMania 4. And, yeah, that's right, 4. That was WrestleMania that you lost that, Hogan. This guy calls himself the New World Order. Says he never needed anybody else. It was always him that it was all about. And you know what? He hasn't really done enough to justify that, to be honest. But Hulk Hogan makes his return to Raw here tonight. I haven't seen this guy in so long, like 2 months, I think. And it's been 2 very pleasant months. But you know what? Initially, when he came out, I was like, oh, they literally just... Because I never used Hogan in 15, alright? Because I didn't really play a lot of 15. I remember this was when his DLC got taken down, like, really quickly. I never used him in 15, personally. But, especially not Hollywood Hogan. But, like... Initially, I was like, wow, they literally just reused his entrance animation from 14. That's kind of lame. But you know what? Actually, it looks really good in this game. Credit where due. I think he actually takes his bandana off like he's supposed to in this one. Yeah, he does. Which is good. Because I always thought that was really weird in 14, how he wrestled with it on. Did he even do that at WrestleMania 18? Because that's what it would have been based off of. I don't know. I haven't seen WrestleMania 18 ever. My first WrestleMania was 22. And obviously, I've now seen up to 11. So I still have 12 to 21 to watch at some point. So, you know. And I think there's like a few, yeah, there's a few I've never seen as well from like, so I stopped watching in 2017. Last WrestleMania I watched was 30, was it 34? It was, trying to remember what was even on the WrestleMania that the final one I think it was when the Hardys returned. Pretty sure it was when the Hardys returned. Let me have a quick look at WrestleMania 34's match card. Oh no, it wouldn't have been 34 because that's 2018. Okay, so 33 was when I stopped watching. This Mania sucked so much, this is when I stopped watching. What was even on WrestleMania 33? Hang on, I need to look back at this. This series, by the way, I don't really always feel like calling matches. So I'm sorry if people want like the dedicated commentary, but I don't always have it in me. Sometimes I just like to talk. Neville beat Austin Aries. I remember being disappointed by that. I guess it turned out for the better in the end. Mojo Rawley won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That fucking sucked. Ambrose retained the Independent title against Baron Corbin. That doesn't even sound like a pay-per-view worthy match, and I like both of those two. AJ Styles defeated Shane McMahon. I remember that being pretty good. Owens beat Jericho to win the US title. I remember that being bullshit because that should have been the Universal title match. When Goldberg happened. Again, I like Goldberg, but God, his return run. Bayley beat Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Sasha. I mean, I like half of that match, but that probably wasn't very good. The Hardys beat Gallows and Anderson, Cesaro and Sheamus, Enzo and Cass. I remember that being kind of a decent match. Cena and Nikki beat Miz and Maurice. Yeah, I don't even think I watched that one. Rollins beat Triple H. That was probably okay. Orton beating Bray Wyatt for the WWE title sucked. Lesnar beating Goldberg was ass. Naomi winning against Alexa Bliss, Lynch, Carmella, Mickey James, and Taylor. I remember that being a cool moment. And then Reigns and Undertaker was... It was alright, alright. It was okay. That should have been the real streak ending match, truth be told. That should have been the moment that that actually ended. We didn't need the one at 30. Well, Hogan could have beat Finlay with a shoulder tackle. No! But yeah, sorry, I wanted to have a little look back at that. And I think that after that, that's when they did the big Braun push where he was like beating the shit out of Roman. And I was like, this is so boring. And then Jinder won the WWE title, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm so glad I stopped watching. Then I hear 2018 was even worse. I hear 2018 was a pretty bad year. Nah, well. It got better. I've been watching on and off for the last couple of years now, and it's been pretty good. I'll admit that. You know, the thing is, I don't want to dislike it. Honestly, I don't want to. I like the WWE. Well, he won with the leg drop. Good for him. Even though I think Finlay kicked out at like 3.2 there.
Here is your winner, Hollywood Hogan.
Well, Hogan actually looks a lot more like Hogan in this game, but then again, this is, he was paid DLC in this game, so he probably should look better in this game, to be honest. Oh, boy. And for anyone asking, I get this a lot in the comments, you know, how did you get this game? How do you get the DLC? Okay, two things. One, I bought this game on Steam when it came out. My computer couldn't even run it, but I bought it anyway. And two, the PC version came with all of the DLC. They did that in 15 and 16, and then you had to buy the DLC separately from 17 onwards. And 15 is missing Paige. She's not in the game. I don't know why they left her out. I don't think it was ever explained, but for some reason she's just not in the PC version. Yeah, so just thought I'd get that out of the way for anyone who keeps asking. Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Evolution from St. Louis, Missouri, weight 245 pounds, the United States champion, Randy Orton.
Do you know, maybe it's just me. Every now and then when I hear Randy Orton's theme, I remember that one episode of NXT where I think it was Fandango. Johnny Curtis at the time. I think he sung it. It was like a stupid ass karaoke thing they were doing. I never even watched that era of NXT. I just remember seeing the clip. And he sings along to it, and it's really awkward and bad. I just wanted to know if anybody else ever thinks about that when they hear Randy Orton's theme. Also, speaking of Fandango, I got a copyright claim for his theme song. So I'm going to have to change his theme. Sorry, guys. I'm joking, by the way. That's not really going to happen. I wonder if I can find the video of Johnny Curtis singing his theme. Yeah, oh my god. I forgot he did the pose too.
Johnny Curtis. 2 cards left. Pick one, John. Open it up. Oh, you can open it. I do enough for you already. Oh.
This is gonna sound really weird with this. Just play it, just play it, just play it. I just wanna hear it. Sing, my boy.
Hey, talk to me.
Keep it safe, but when the moves start getting broken, you don't start questioning your faith. I have a voice, what is the savior? Hates to love, I love to hate. I have a voice that knows the knowledge and the power to rule the faith.
Why is he moving like that? Oh, it's so bad. God, I feel so bad for everyone who was in the original NXT. I feel so sorry for them. I mean, they were getting paid, you know, but like, holy shit. my god. There's another one as well that made me laugh, and that was fucking Brodus Clay had to do Cody Rhodes' theme, I think it was. And there's this one line. That was everybody see the future's hearing me, and he goes, the future's hearing me. Yeah. Something like, I can't really remember it because I haven't seen it in really long. Oh my god, it's so cringy. I feel like that would be a really fun thing to watch nowadays. Like, if you want like a cringe compilation, you got a whole show of it. Why does this game look better than I remember it looking, by the way? I think it's because the video recording quality, like, drops. I think it ends up looking a little worse after I edit it. Which I apologize for, that the game doesn't look as clean as what I see. I'll tell you one thing that's been really cool, actually, is I've been kind of on and off working on it, but, like, I recently started adding some pictures to the wiki pages. And having them go from the 2K14 screenshots to the 2K15 screenshots is like, it's huge. It looks so much better. Like that's the thing. It's like the graphical difference between these generations really was night and day. It is insane. You really felt like you were missing out if you didn't have a PS4 or Xbox One in like 2014 or whatever. Whereas nowadays the PS5 and the Series X, I still don't really want one. Like, nothing's really made me go, man, I really want that. But then with everything pretty much being on PC as well, I kind of don't really need it anyway. Anyway, yeah, so Jey Uso, I haven't spoken about this match once because I was too busy talking about Johnny Curtis singing Randy Orton's theme. Which, by the way, great video. So Jey Uso obviously is facing off against Randy Orton here tonight. There was a reason for this, which I have very promptly forgotten. I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot. I think it had something to do with last week's Raw, which I recorded like 2 weeks ago, so I do apologize. I've also been sick recently. I'm actually not 100% better now, although I kind of feel alright whilst I'm recording. I've had this weird like problem with my throat, where it's been really hurting. Actually, this morning I coughed up a little bit of blood, so I think there's just some real bad irritation in my throat. I'm okay. I'm not dying or anything like that. Don't worry. I just, my throat's been, with an F, my throat's been fried recently, and, like, it's been okay, but, like, for wrestling, you know, calling matches and stuff, I feel like it would be a little too much strain on it. I really don't remember why this match is happening. Who did... Let me have a look here. What happened last week on Raw? There's a reason for this match, I'm sure of it. Because I don't really tend to book, like, I do book, like, matches without much background to them. I mean, the opening match was literally just that. No. Sorry. That's my famous cough. No, last week Kane fought Jey Uso. I think this might have just been a rivalry match booking, actually, now that I think about it. So I still have those, it's just occasionally I'll change them out. I think I looked at this one and went, it's fine. So last week it was Batista against Sheamus, and Batista defeated Sheamus. Orton doing absolutely nothing, just watching as Jey slowly got to his feet. I mean, I guess in a way you can say that this is a attempt at retribution in the name of Evolution, because the Usos, since returning to WWE, they got one win. It's the only win they've had so far, and it was against Evolution. I believe it was Randy and Batista. I think this might just be an attempt at redemption for Randy here tonight, as he braces himself for Sheamus next Sunday at Payback. So I think I finally fixed the stuttering on my videos, because I haven't seen any stuttering in this game today, which is really nice to see. Funnily enough, it was a little setting in my graphics called anti-lag. It was causing it. I love when shit that's called like anti-lag causes lag. It's awesome. Super kick to Randy, and that's a pinfall over the US champ for Jey Uso. Does this get them closer to the tag titles?
Here is your winner, Jey Uso.
I know right now the Usos obviously aren't focused on singles competition. So another win over Orton here tonight is another win against Evolution in the grand scheme of things. Does this maybe get them one step closer to a tag team title opportunity? We won't know until the next match is over. Because last week, that guy there, Jey Uso, came up short against Kane. Well, the Usos, they just keep on biting. It doesn't matter how much they get knocked down, they keep getting up and wanting another opportunity. And up next, Jimmy Uso goes one-on-one with the Undertaker. Hey, I love this song.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California.
No pyro.
151 pounds, Jimmy Uso.
Well, Jey won against Randy Orton, the United States champion, a very accomplished world champion. That's huge, honestly. Now we find out if Jimmy can do the same against the first ever world heavyweight champion, the current world tag team champion, the Undertaker. I mean, it's going to be very difficult for Jimmy, but he might be able to. Maybe. Oh, and here's today's copyright claim song. This song gets me a copyright claim every single video it plays in. It's great. I might turn the themes down a little bit, honestly. That might just be the way to go. Just make them a little quieter. I doubt it will be enough.
In the ring, representing the Brothers of Destruction from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Undertaker.
It really bugs me that the World Tag Team titles in this game don't have anything on the nameplate. Because I'm pretty sure the World Heavyweight Championship does. And I think the United States Championship did. But this tag title doesn't. I don't know if the WWE tag titles do or not. I was just making the thumbnail for SmackDown, which has Seth Rollins with the tag title on it, and I don't remember. Yeah, I can't remember at all if it had anything on it or not. I don't think it did. I think the tag titles, I think they don't have it programmed into the tag titles because of the unified tag titles. I think that kind of messed them up a little bit. Because obviously that was, the unified tag titles were the beginning of nameplate-less championships. They were the first ones to not have them. And then the second one was the WWE Championship, I'm pretty sure. But to be fair, the WWE Championship did introduce the side plates. Which I think I like the side plates, to be honest. I think as time's gone on, and I've thought about it, you know, over the years, there's some pretty bland side plates that are just like someone's name. But the ones that are a bit more personalized, with like the logos and stuff, those are good. I think I like the side plates. I'm pretty sure I like the side plate. I just don't like the WWE Championship design that they've had for 10 years now. That I'm not a big fan of, but the side plates thing is cool. It looks great on like the World Heavyweight and the I mean, all the other championships they have other than the WWE Championship look great these days. I think the Raw World Tag titles are a little bland. Circle is a very uninteresting title design, but they still look good. Like the detailing on them and stuff is still really nice. I think all the championships they have now are good. I was one of the people that actually liked the new Intercontinental and US titles when they were first introduced. I liked the ones that were before them as well, but I think I've grown to prefer the newer design for the US title. Whereas the Intercontinental, I'm not sure where it ranks for me. because I have a lot of nostalgia for the Globe Belt. The Globe Belt always stood out to me. I always liked all the oval, sorry. That one always really stood out to me. I always really liked that one the most, I think. Just personal preference, mostly nostalgia based. Whereas the white strap one, a really controversial take, but it's probably my least favorite Intercontinental title design because it's fine. It's really good. It's just almost too ordinary, if that makes sense. It's not that I don't like it. It's like the wrestling belt. It fits the design of a wrestling belt really well, but that's the thing, is it feels like a default template because it's so... I think it's because I've seen a lot of knockoffs of it as well. Indies use that template a lot. But it just, yeah, it's not bad. I do like it, but I know that's a very unpopular opinion to say that that's not my favorite, but yeah, for me personally, I think it's my least favorite. I like the ones that stand out a little more. Which I'm sure to some people it does. And you're not wrong. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm telling you we have different opinions. Well, a couple weeks ago, I actually had a week off of work, but I just didn't really find the time to work on the channel. So hopefully, this week off that I started today means that I'll be able to work on this channel quite a bit over the coming week. I'm not going to make any promises. I'm not going to say that, you know, oh, we'll be at SummerSlam by the end. That's not happening. But, you know, I'll try to keep this one going a little bit better. It would be nice. My goal at the moment, because it's not that far away, is I think this episode... What is this episode's date? It's like June something. This is June 3rd. And I'm recording this on the 15th of July. So my goal at the moment is to try and get the dates ahead of like the real life like dates, if that makes sense. I want to be recording August and July, and you know, obviously I want to, you know, get ahead like that. I want to like obviously if I could be doing September and July, it'd be even better. I'm not saying like specifically 1 month in advance, like as far in advance as I can be. Past, well, not really advanced. This is a 10-year gap, 11-year gap actually, between the in-game date and the real-world date. But I do get to skip weeks occasionally, so that helps. I started about to skip a week. Jey Uso taking that last ride. He's done. Stick a fork in him, because he is done. He kicked out. I tell you, the Usos want a tag title opportunity so bad. They really want that opportunity against the Brothers of Destruction at Payback. And I mentioned before, there isn't really another tag team right now in contention for the tag titles. The Brothers of Destruction are very much we welcome all comers types. They will, I think, definitely get their tag title opportunity. But I imagine it's going to go a little something like this at Payback for Jimmy and Jey. That being said, Jey did get a big victory just moments ago. Oh my god, Undertaker's actually in character for a victory animation for once.
Representing the Brothers of Destruction, the
Oh, his tongue, what the hell? It was like sideways. I don't think it was in his mouth properly. God, the lighting and everything in this game is so cool, but his model is so weird in this game. Anyway, moving onwards, it's main event time. Triple H has gotten himself a lot of momentum recently in spite of his failures at trying to win the tag titles. He's damn near earned himself a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, and we've been told that if he beats Edge tonight, it will be Edge versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. 13 days at Payback.
You think you know?
I now really want to check if his belt actually does have his name on it. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does. Very faint, but it's there.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion,
Well, there's been a little bit of an incident between Edge and CM Punk. It seems like they've been toying with the idea of stepping into that ring and facing off against each other. But last week we saw CM Punk come up short. Now here tonight, Edge will be taking on Triple H after Triple H defeated CM Punk last week. And the question now remains, is it set in stone? Is this the man that next challenges Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship? I mean, it's going to be a real tough challenge for Edge if that's the case. Triple H is no joke. First ever WWE champion. And a former World Heavyweight champion in his own right.
And approaching the ring, representing Evolution from British Heavyweight, weighing 255 pounds, the game, Triple H. I've been looking forward to this one.
Well, here we go. Triple H, Edge, one-on-one. Triple H, believe it or not, a lot of people point out that, you know, Triple H has suffered a lot of losses in the tag division, but it's worth noting that Triple H has only, I believe, lost one match this season. Yeah, he's come up short in winning the tag titles twice in the last few months. Back at WrestleMania and again, was it a Backlash? I'm pretty sure it was a Backlash this year. Yeah, it was a Backlash. But it seems like the blame has been shifted over to Batista and Orton on not holding up their end of the deal. And credit where due, Triple H, yeah, I think he's only lost one match so far this season. That is absolutely credit that is due. Well, last week, Edge sat at ringside and watched on as Triple H defeated CM Punk one-on-one. Here tonight, Edge now goes one-on-one with Triple H and finds out firsthand if he's got what it takes to beat one of the most decorated world champions in the series. So here we go. That's my Michael Cole impression. I do one of them at least 3 times a video.
Well, confidence and momentum are key ingredients to success in WWE. And right now, this guy's got a bit of both. Triple H knows
There's a lot of like black and orangish coated gears in this, aren't there? I'm saying that literally because Edge, CM Punk, and Triple H. Although CM Punk has a lot of gears. It's just that the black and orange one's the one he's been wearing at the moment. Well, Triple H has started off very much on the offense. I'm going to tell you now, if it ends up being Triple H up against Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship at Payback, the odds are very much stacked against Edge. Triple H, you know, he's going to make sure his boys are in his corner, at least one of them. I think that's going to really pay off in his benefit. That Edge doesn't have any allies here on Raw. Christian, his former tag team partner, is still over on SmackDown. They had a very amicable split in the sense that they were just separated from the draft. There was no dissension between them. Christian was very happy to be there at first-hand witness of Edge winning the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
Sometimes I wonder how different WWE.
Oh, Blackjack, you stinky. He just came running up to me and he smells really weird. Where have you been? Yeah, I'll deal with that later. They had recognized. Side suplex, down goes Edge. Talk about getting your Triple H. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just saying stuff. There's been a very short episode of Raw tonight, which honestly I kind of needed to get me back into this, to be honest, so I'm not too upset about that. I do apologize if these episodes ever come off a little short. I feel like the flow of the matches is a lot better in these games, though, right? So, like, it doesn't matter that the matches are short, because, like, I feel like it actually I don't know, maybe it's just in my head, but I feel like it puts on more competitive, bigger matches when it's a pay-per-view. And then when it's like an episode of Raw or SmackDown, I feel like it actually keeps them fairly short. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot, because that's right. Spear to Triple H. Has the World Heavyweight Champion just bested Triple H. His head is in the ropes. Ref, his head's in the ropes. Oh! Well, it's just a 2. Triple H was blatantly in the ropes there, though. So if Edge had won off of that, there would have definitely been some controversy surrounding that victory. The World Heavyweight Champion has been unstoppable lately. I don't know if Edge has lost a match this season. I don't know, he lost that one match against Dean Ambrose, champion versus champion back in the draft, but I feel like if there's one guy you could afford a loss to, it's the other brand's world champion. So far, Edge has been incredible. He's been untouchable. Why are they talking about the live sex celebration? You know, I was fucking 12, I think, when that happened. And that episode happened to be the only time I ever watched during the day instead of like live or just reading about it. And my family were in the room. And needless to say, that never happened again. They didn't give me grief or anything like that. They more teased me, and that made it worse. Having your family be there like, oh, you're enjoying this. No. No, I'm not. I'm suffering. Pedigree. Cover attempt here on Edge by Triple H. And Triple H just pinned the champion. I think that's set it up right there. Oh, where's Punk? Oh, he grew some hair. CM Punk signaling for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Edge is somehow back to his feet, no sold. And it seems like Punk also wants a shot at Edge and the World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe a triple threat at Payback could be on the horizon. Well, I guess we still have one more Raw in between then and now, but one thing's for sure, Triple H, there's no doubt in my mind, he is getting a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at Payback. Whether Punk's able to sneak his way in there or not, Triple H will be one of the challengers for that World Heavyweight Championship at Payback. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens next week on Raw. Until then, I'll see you later.